All right, when you think of cactus, you think of the desert. But there's another place they've been popping up more and more on menus. Jimmy Rhodes is sharpening up his chef skills to cook with cacti. And that's our featured story at the top of the list.
When you think of cactus, tasty doesn't exactly come to mind, but
virtually all cacti are edible if you want to go through the trouble to get to the pieces and get past the quills to make them tasty.
I stopped by Gertrude's restaurant at the Desert Botanical Garden in Phoenix and spoke with General Manager Michelle Jaco to learn about a few dishes you can make with parts of a cactus. Starting with the paddle.
There are different forms of the paddle cactus family. These happen to be the elongated ears. Some are round. I will grill them. Put a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and throw them on your grill, and they are fantastic against a steak or a piece of fish. May not be your favorite right here raw. The flavor to the cactus pad is bright, similar to a tomatillo.
So Michelle says works well in pico de gallo.
And what else is in here other than the paddles?
You have red and green bell peppers, you have some fermented chilies, roasted corn, red onion, cilantro, a hint of lime, and salt.
It's a blend of flavors. I'm not just tasting this, but this is really, I think you used the word bright. And that's probably the closest thing I could get to describing this. Really delicious.
Next, we're working with dragon fruit, which grows on certain types of cactus.
This is what the inside looks like. It's very akin, if you will, to a kiwi. Very soft in texture. The seeds are very present. It gets the name dragon fruit because it has the outward look of a dragon's beard.
Let me give this a shot. Oh my gosh. Those are refreshing.
And you can add it to smoothies or a margarita.
Just your standard classic margarita. And we're going to just add, I took these and just blended them down. As you can see, it's a little...
Put them in a blender. Yeah, it's definitely heavier because it falls right to the bottom.
And it's a little syrupy, and you saw it's a little stringy. So we want to be sure we give it a good shake.
Ooh, you make a mean margarita.
It pulls it down and...
You know what? Because this is made with cactus, if you're stuck in the middle of the desert, this will sustain you.
Finally, prickly pear tunas, a fruit that blooms on the paddle cactus.
They're high in magnesium, they're high in potassium, they're high in vitamin C, actually. They have vicious little hair-like quills on them.
After carefully removing them, Michelle peeled the skin and turned it into a puree.
We add a little orange juice, add a little pectin, and we have a beautiful jam. We have some focaccia bread with a little agave sumac butter and some prickly pear jam, or we have ricotta donut holes.
Not too sweet, but really good flavor. You know what I think this goes perfectly with?
What do you think it is?
I think this margarita would
you're
just
right.
really go well
I
with
think
this
you're
jam. That prediction was completely accurate.
We're taking off the spikes to try some mouth-watering cactus dishes at the top of the list.